Hello and good afternoon. Welcome to another video from TW White & Sons Mazda. Okay, so here we have today a 2019 on a 19 plate Mazda CX-5 in Sport Nav Plus specification. This car has the 2 litre 165 PS normally aspirated petrol engine, a 6-speed manual gearbox, and a very comprehensive specification. Now, before we get into the detail of the spec, this is actually a car that we know really well. We sold this car brand new back in 2019 to the one owner that it's had, and customer just renewed for another near identical Mazda CX-5. It was on like a sort of 3 or 4 year finance renewal cycle, and it just got to the time in the agreement where it was the best time to change because of the way used car values are at the moment. And the car's arrived in wonderful condition. I'm really grateful to the previous owner for looking after it so well. It's just had a wash and a hoover, and it's now in a position where we can get the car advertised. Car benefits from a full and complete service history with ourselves, having been serviced, I think it was in the June of this year, where we also changed the front brake discs and pads because the car had got to a point where they just about needed changing. So we said, knowing that the car was going to be taken in part exchange, that we would get them done. Now, as I take you around the car, hopefully the pictures and the video will do the car justice in terms of the condition. It really is very well looked after. We're quite fortunate as a dealer group that we get a lot of cars that have had easy lives and very conscientious owners, and this one is no different. Power tailgate there. It's one of the best features of a new CX-5. And as you see here, boots all in lovely condition. Definitely no evidence of an animal ever being in here. Condition is lovely. And you've got this retractable tonneau cover, which is clipping into place. The rear seats are on fold down mechanisms. You can pull these little levers, and they're spring loaded. They fold straight down, and you've got a button up here to be able to put tailgate down as well. Honestly, once you've had a power tailgate, you won't want to be without one again. And you see you've got rear parking sensors on this car, dual exit exhausts, which look really smart, and a reversing camera. You've got these absolutely lovely 19-inch alloy wheels. They're in like a sort of, almost like a darkened silver. Looks really nice. Car's on all matching Toyo Proxy tyres. That's what these cars are given from factory. Now, one of the best bits of any modern Mazda, and particularly CX-5, the interior quality is absolutely incredible. It's a really lovely place to be, and in sterling condition as well. As you can see, things like the sill entry points are not scuffed, not scratched, all in lovely order. You do have vents in the back here to keep the rear occupants hot or cold, and you'll notice there's a centre armrest here, which if you lift up this flap, you've got twin USB sockets in there as well, so anybody in the back, if they've got a cable, they can charge their device whilst they're in the car. You have a keyless entry and start. The button for here is for keyless entry, and you'll notice when getting into the car you have 8-way adjustable electric seats, and that includes the height, lumbar adjustment there, and memory function as well. So you can actually save a position if you've got more than one driver in the household and you argue about your seating position. This is going to save those arguments. There is actually a way you can program it off the key as well, which we'll gladly talk you through. The defining feature of this car for me, 10-speaker BOSE stereo. It is an incredible stereo system. We'll come on to that when we get in the car. You've got power fold mirrors, all electric windows as you'd expect. Buttons down here for power tailgate. You do also have front parking sensors on this car, as well as ones on the back. And I'll start the car up. Of course, we have 2 keys for a car. We supply all our cars with 2 keys. They are both the originals that came with it. And the car has covered a little under 28,000 miles from memory. There we go, 27,228 miles as it sits today. And like I said, the car does have a full and complete service history with ourselves. Now in the centre here you have Mazda's multimedia system. So as you can see, it has DAB digital radio, integrated navigation, Bluetooth hands-free telephone and audio streaming, and a whole host of controls in the settings tab here for things like the colour projected head-up display. Hopefully you can see there just on the windscreen, just here, you've got a little 0 mph logo, and that is projecting a digital readout of your speed on the windscreen. In here you've also got a whole host of safety systems which you can control, such as blind spot monitoring, lane keep assist, and in the sound you've got a feature of the stereo called BOSE Center Point. This is a really nice feature. It basically creates a virtual surround sound experience for you, and it really is very good. Like I said, the stereo in this car for me is one of its defining features. It's absolutely incredible. Mazda have a very good relationship with BOSE, and they produce systems, you know, specific for our cars. It's not that they just cobble together a few speakers and throw it in. You'll notice you've also got heated steering wheel, heated front seats, dual zone climate control air conditioning, a wonderful 6-speed manual gearbox. This is something that really sets the CX-5 apart, actually. The interior quality, for one, and this manual gearbox. I think the stigma attached to SUVs is that you don't really tend to find them that rewarding to drive. They're more purpose servers, but actually the gearbox in this car is wonderful and really adds to its driving characteristics. It is a nice driving car. You also have an electronic handbrake. You just have to have your foot down on the brake, press that button to release the handbrake, pull it the opposite direction to put it back on. It's that simple. You have controls here for all your stereo, you have automatic headlights, automatic wipers, and this side, being a Sport Nav Plus, which is the slightly updated model, you have a laser guided cruise control, what they call Mazda radar cruise control. So you can actually set the cruise control at a certain distance and it will maintain that distance for you, and the car will accelerate, brake, does it all for you, up to a preset speed that you determine. Really is a lovely feature, and it wasn't standard on CX-5 up until sort of late 2018, so this would have been one of the first of the Sport Nav Plus cars. There's a jump out. The car will be supplied with a 12-month Mazda warranty. That's included in the advertised cost of the car, and serviced as required. But as I say, I think it was in with us about 2, maybe 3 months ago, so I'm not wanting for anything at this time. We offer full finance facilities at the dealership, and we've recently changed our paint protection system, so we now offer ceramic coatings, so you can protect this beautiful paintwork of the car at a small additional cost. And we're very competitive buyers of used cars. So if you have got a part exchange that you're contemplating, do discuss that with us, and we'll give you a more than competitive offer for your car. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully we'll speak to you soon. Cheers then. Bye.